19, huh? I could probably win. Or I can make more money. Hit me! Or not. I really need to learn how to spend my money more wisely.
Cards on the table. Now!
Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to another tutorial video, and this time we are going to be going over money and what that means for Phantasy Star 2, what you can get with your hard-earned money here. So as you've seen, I'm not the most responsible, so hopefully this video will help you out to get to know what you can spend your money on, how much everything is, and the possibility of what I would recommend you pick up, or what I personally find useful. So we're going to be going through every single bit, from the little thing you can spend money on with the AC, to Etchy, to the Battle Pass, the whole 9 yards here. So if you find that video helpful, useful, or you just want more Phantasy Star news, gameplay, how-tos, and pretty much everything PSO2 related, make sure you do the like, favorite, subscribe, and let's go ahead and hop into this. Try not to make any more bad decisions, shall we? Okay, so here we are in PSO2. Of course, you can get to your money by hitting the, I get 3 lines or start. I don't know what the button called. Can somebody please tell me in the comment? Like, what are these? They forever just start and select in my head. But either way, you can put down the little 3-line button on the F1 controller to bring up your little basic stat menu along with your normal item customization, blah 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 blah. Up in the far left, you will notice you have a handful of currency, 4 in total, which starts off with the little red triangle, which is AC.
Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to play responsibly. But if you're having fun, why stop?
We need to get out of the casino, everybody. Let me out of here. I only have so much money. Okay, now that I am not being peer pressure anymore, like I was saying, the red triangle is of course your AC, which is how much money you have actually put on your account. If you are curious about how much AC actually costs per dollar, we will get to momentarily. Net actual reward money currency is Star Gem, which is just pretty much stated of SG. Which is mainly used for a little high dollar currency item, since SG does a little bit like spike a little higher in money, even if the amount is way smaller in the game. Once again, we will get to. And from here, we of course have our fun point, which is pretty much look at it as some of the currency that you can spend to do some stuff you can also build real money on, but you can actually collect it by playing the game itself, and by doing co-op or using other people's characters in your party through the NPC mechanic in your ship. So that is totally free currency that will kind of do some stuff similar to pay money. Right along with our net one being meseta, which is the in-game money, which you will get just for playing. This is 100% free currency for your character to use in shops, stores, you know. I get the same thing now thinking about it. But you know what I mean on that. Let's go ahead and get into exactly how much it AC and how much it SG in real world money, shall we? So here we are in the Epoch Live store. You can also, I believe, buy it in the game as well, but there seemed to be a better case to just show everything in one place. So the normal AC is pretty much broken up similar to a lot of free-to-play games, with it being $1 per 100, which 100 equal pretty much $1. And then, of course, you can buy it in bulk as well, all the way up to the $100 range, which will break down into the amount you see on screen. But yeah, pretty much the best way to think of this, if you round in your head, is every 100 is pretty much $1. And then we start getting into the edgy. The edgy, on the other hand, as you can see, is a little more lower for the amount you get per money. But like I said, it is looked at as more of a higher quality item you can pick up to actually spend your money on. The thing to keep in mind, though, about the SG is there a way to actually get this in the game itself. You can get it from either watching the episodes or taking part in the episode storyline, which you can get to by just going to the mission desks in each of the areas. And from there, after watching a few cutscenes, doing some boss battles, you will be rewarded with pretty much $1 worth of that currency. You can also get that currency by doing daily quests, not always guaranteed, but they do pop up there from time to time, as well as sometimes on daily login. The other thing about these is, of course, something we will make another video about eventually talking about, is, of course, the special event days that happen in PSO2, where when you log in on the 2nd and when you log in on the 22nd of every month, you will get some of the currency totally for free as well. So you can get these. The thing is, you're looking at probably best case scenario, at least from my experience as of now, is roughly about $1 every 4 to 5 days, give or take, depending on how much of the site activities and login stuff you are doing. If you do want to skip straight to picking them up, pretty much they translate to $1 per 20 SG crypto diamond thing. The only thing that I would say here is you can buy these within the game as well. If you buy it in the actual shop in the Epoch store, or if you use your AC to buy it, because you can spend your AC to buy Star Gem as well. I recommend ideally either picking them up off the Epoch store or picking them up using AC. As you can see here, you spend $5, you get pretty much $1 free, and so on and so on. So I highly recommend not actually buying the outright within the game itself to spin your AC or go to that bot door, which, let's go back to the game and I will show you what I'm talking about. So, we are back in the game now, and from here, if you go over to your little grocery cart thingy, you can get to the cat door within the game itself. If you go to the SG shop and you go to a portrait with Star Gem with the AC, you can see you can get the same deals here as you would on the Epoch Live store. So, since we are talking about Star Gem right now, let's go ahead and cover everything you can get with Star Gems. So, once again, from here, you got your Star Gem that you can buy with AC. But if you go to a buy and store, you can see a whole bunch of items here. Some of these are more useful than others, mainly with like Salon Pass if you want to redo some of your character. You can also buy well drops, which honestly, personally, I wouldn't say the best deals. You do get a lot of these kind of handed to you like candy. You can also buy a mission pack golden ticket, which we will roughly speak on here momentarily. But if you do want to see a more in-depth discussion about mission packs, make sure you hit the little button up there to hit the call to check out my last video all about mission pass, and I will go ahead and also put a link below and at the end of the video if you want more information on that, but we will touch briefly on that momentarily. And then from here you can buy inventory fate for 90-day period, 30-day period, 30 days. Personally, I wouldn't recommend buying these, because there is other means to get better storage, and honestly would probably last longer and in the long term be better for you that you can pick up later. So personally in this store, I feel like the only thing that'd be useful is of course the mission pass, without you do want to change your character around, or some of the weapon passes that might be useful depending on what you are interested in. But that's not the only thing that Star Gem can buy. You can also buy Star Gem from the shop right here at the very top of the menu, which these are a little more cosmetics and also a little bit of the whole feel of missing out, since they usually will have some outfits here you can buy, which if you do the math on these are quite expensive, with these selling for 460 Star Gem, and once again, every 20 Star Gem is $1. So as you can see, a little more on the pricier side here, but you can also pick up some hats, some outfits, and whatnot. Once again, some of this stuff you will unlock through other means, like some of the loot box stuff we will go into and whatnot. As well as I imagine some of this stuff will also be available on the mission pack. Once again, watch the video for full information on that. If you just want to buy the stuff, not wait for it to pop up or find it in the auction house and so on and so on, that might be interesting to you, but personally, I would stay away from this shop with the Plague Elite when it comes to SG. And since we talking about mission path, let's go ahead and couple this. So you can get to your mission paths by going to your Quest tab and select mission paths. So once again, I'm not gonna go too in depth on this, and we do got a video all about that. But pretty much think of the mission pass as any, I get battle royale style battle pass, as you do daily, weekly, and tier quests. You will unlock dolls that then will unlock each of these little quells in order, and in return give you the item tied to it. Which if you SG, you can do two things here. Of course, buy the mission pack and unlock the option for everything, like the down here that I locked. So when you unlocked up and you click on them, you can choose which one you want to pick. Do not worry about missing out on anything, because supposedly later on in the game or coming soon is a way to earn the rewards and go back and get the ones you didn't choose. But these are pretty much made up to last roughly about a month. Yeah, you can buy the mission pack for that. Another thing I personally wouldn't recommend, but I totally understand if you want to use here in the mission pack with your star gem, is of course each of these quells you see here, you can just buy. So if you got an item that is like 1 or 2 levels away and you just don't want to do the missions or side questing to get the star point to unlock them, and you just want them right then and there, you can spend 25 star gems to just unlock the net block over. Personally, the star gems are not that, or I get the star points are not that hard to come by, and most of the time the quests are fairly simple, but once again, eat them on that. And from there, that pretty much wrap up everything you can spend star gems on. As you can tell, they're a little more cosmetic, a little more like little side objective stuff that you can unlock, but you know, that's what you can do with that. So let's go ahead and get into AC and discuss everything AC can do. So from here, if we go to the AC shop and go to buy, you will notice some other stuff that is actually useful in AC, and a whole bunch of stuff that is so-so. The fourth thing to keep in mind here is, of course, you can buy the subscription service for Phantasy Star, which will give you a whole bunch of useful stuff, such as player trading, player shops, and pretty much a lot of things that can make you money or meseta, and also some little things that just make life a little easier with some cosmetic stuff after all, like changing like filter to make your game look different and whatnot. So as you can see, you can buy 30 days, 60 day, 90 day with it, with each of these being about 15 bucks a pop. Only just in a higher time period you buy, the cheaper it become. Something to keep in mind with this is, as of now of this video, there is a way to get a subscription for free. They were giving away in the Sonic Founder Pack. Sadly, that's not available anymore. You can also get a month in Rhino Memories. I can never remember how to pronounce it. Pack that is available right now for $29.99. So yeah, if you want to support the game, which honestly I feel like in a lot of ways that is the best way to do it right now, is by buying the packs that come with a whole bunch of stuff. Because a lot of the stuff is actually kind of useful. With that being said, of course you can also buy scratch drop tickets, which we will go into in a moment. But pretty much the way to think of it is a loot box where you pick 3 items, and one of the 3 items, you don't know what it is, but whichever one you pick you will get. Might it be like hairstyle, stuff for your house, pretty much anything like that is a good way to actually get random stuff for your housing or your character. Once again, keep in mind that you can also do that with the fun points that you get from doing co-op. I don't know if the AC actually have decent stuff, or if the chances of getting more well items are higher, but you know, if you want to see roughly what it is, you can get some of the tickets for free just by doing co-op stuff. So from here we start getting into experience on. Once again, not a huge fan of these, because these are one-off items, and as you can tell, some of these can get, I don't want to say expensive, but you know, not cheap either. And then we get down to, of course, some more time limit stuff. With a pension order, we see limit 30 days, 90 days, and whatnot. So for anyone who don't know what this is in the base game, when you are picking up side missions, might it be like client or daily orders, that type of deal, you can only carry 20 by default. So by buying these, you will find exactly how many you can actually carry. So in the case of this, for 30 days, you can carry an extra 20, which give you up a total of 40 quests. So if you're someone that want to take all the quests that is available, get them all done, and get a crap ton of rewards, this is one way to do it. Once again, still don't recommend it, because it is a time limit bonus. Same thing goes for storage. You can go buy extra storage space as well for your character, but once again, time limit, personally not my recommendation. And then you start getting down here into mad tickets. Mad tickets are pretty much, these are you buying more Tamagotchi. So as you can see, I got a little dude floating behind my back, slowly popping his head up over the menu. Pretty much buying these will give you the ability to get multiple mags, because if you have already dived into it, it can be a little daunting, especially with how you level up mag with feeding an item, and also how it might turn out, might not be to your liking. Or you just want multiple pet two ways, you can pin $3 and get that, which personally I don't feel like that bad, especially for what the mags actually do. And then of course for $5 you can go ahead and buy this little device, which will of course just reset your mag down to 0 and have you raise it up again. Personally, I would just buy a new mag, it's cheaper, but you know, eat them on. And then of course we do have some pickaxe upgrades to give you a better chance at harvesting, same thing for fishing. And then here's the stuff I probably would say recommend the long term if you are wanting to boost your inventory space, because as you probably have seen with my live stream, I'm kind of a hoarder. And I'm constantly dealing with inventory problems. And personally, I'm planning on rectifying it as soon as possible by not buying the time limit storage units, by buying these bad boys. So these are all permanent. So every time you buy one of these, you gain, I believe, 10 faces to your inventory, all the way up to 150 items. And our default, you're looking at 50. So that pretty much by the end of this is about another 100 faces. For, what is that, like, what for mass, like $40? So, yeah, that's something I'm gonna personally be looking into. And I would say if you don't want to be paying like $10, you know, every like 30 to 90 days, if not more than that, you might want to go that route as well, since this is permanent. And then you got your sub-panel tickets, which are pretty much the same thing, but the only difference is for like the menus where you can flip weapons and items and stuff. Pretty much the hot bar of Phantasy Star. You can of course buy more of them for roughly about $8. And then you of course start getting into any more storage down here, which you're getting into like character storage, giving you any more all the way up to 1,000. These are also very desirable because more storage is always better. So yeah, personally out of this, of course, mags, upgrade inventory space is probably the best thing to do here with your AC. And then, of course, if you do just want to buy Crash Off ticket, you can, of course, just buy them outright from the Crash Off menu. Which, as you can see, you can buy ones that are literally just one for $2, or you can buy 12 for $22. So just to give an idea of what these are, I will go ahead and show you by buying one fun point. Which, like I said, once again, you get it to co-op. But AC pretty much work like this. Well, you have a time frame that certain items are available. You get these 3 items to pick, and whatever you pick is what you get. Which I happen to got Heal Weight, which is fantastic. So if you want to go down the loot bot rabbit hole, that's how. But as you can see, they do reset, because as you can see over here on the right side is what is being offered. And what the possibility of getting. Once again, this is technically a loot box, so look up the chance. So, yeah, do what you will with that. Once again, play responsibly. And, of course, the timer right here is showing when the items will reset. And here I am, coming to you from the future. I kind of forgot to mention a couple of things. In editing, I realized I did. So, here are a couple of things that it left to discuss about real-life money. So, the first one offhand have to do with your character and the Salon, which can be found on the second story of the shopping plaza over here on the left side.
Welcome to the Salon.
Thanks, I'm happy to be here. So, what you actually talk to her, you can enter the Salon itself. From here, you will be brought back to your character creation. And you might notice some a little symbol now being available in your character collection, mainly the SG currency. So yeah, pretty much if you want to change your body or anything, of course you will have to pay to do so, body type, quarter, so on and so on. But as you can tell, not everything here require money, but mainly just the stuff that involve the actual default of your character, not really the clothes or the accessories or anything of the sort, because all that stuff is still free. It's just mainly, like I said, if you need to change like your character face, or you want to make them small or big, or that type of deal. So yeah, there is something else you can of course use Star Gem for, and then once you actually change up your character, depending on how much you change, will be decent amount of Star Gems for that. And going from the salon, we are going back to the main lobby, which you will come on over to the desk over here where the dude is that you can change your classes at.
What would you like
and
to do?
once you talk to him, you have two more little options here. One being reward money, which you can pay to unlock more guild trees. So let's say you want to make a character with multiple types of builds, or you accidentally grew up, which guild trees are important in Phantasy Star. You can buy a new one all the way up to 20 per character, or per class I should say. So you can get a whole bunch of different guild tree here and make your character do whatever fit your needs. And then as well you can of course pay some SG to switch between some of the guild trees as well. You buy them and you swap them with real money as well on that, as it's separated into AC and SG. And with that,
Feel free to stop by anytime.
I believe that everything I missed, other than, of course, real quickly, over here in the medical bay and also in your ship,
Welcome.
you can buy drinks with real money as well. That will add different bonuses. That's giving you like boot to defense, experience, you know, so on and so on. As you can tell, not every drink is worth real money. But, you know, some of the more powerful one you can either buy with meseta, or you can actually buy with real life money. Personally, meseta not hard to come by, so yeah, honestly, that one is a little more pointless, I feel, as far as getting healing items. But then again, I guess if you went on a giant fending spree and you got no meseta left, and you're going into a very hard dungeon, or raid, or ordering quest, or whatever, maybe this is something you might do. And like I said, of course, you can activate it in the lobby, right here on the right side, or from your ship inside one of your terminals in there as well, where you pick up some of your other equipment. Now, back to me in the past, appointing any more stuff you can do with real life money. And with that, that is pretty much Phantasy Star Online Shop. I know it's a little confusing between Star Gems, AC, how to buy stuff, and what is available, but like I said, at the end of it, personally, my recommendation, if you are going to be spending money on stuff, is, of course, Star Gems, hold off on, without you just see something you gotta have, and just play the game and unlock the battle pack throughout, because like I said, about 5-6 days in, as you can see, I am very close to getting the battle pack, because the battle pack is 200 Star Gems, so, as long as you're not too wishy-washy about it, you can seem like you can get the battle pack pretty much for free if you just play the game. Once again, that comes down to if you have time. As far as AC is concerned, my big recommendation will be, of course, mainly inventory space, also buy the monthly subscription, especially if you want to get heavily into the marketplace stuff, upselling stuff on the auction house or trading with other players. Keep in mind though, I believe you can only trade with players who also have the subscription service, so keep that in mind. But like I said, you can pretty much pick up the subscription pretty much multiple places now for fairly cheap or almost non-existent, thanks to the passes that are available. So yeah, that pretty much Phantasy Star in a nutshell when it comes to money, transactions, and what you can spend your money on. It's confusing, it's pricey, but kind of unneeded beyond the use of, I guess, ease of use. So yeah, so with that, I think that's gonna do it for me. And of course, if you are new to the channel, feel free to do like, favorite, subscribe, hit some bell, do what you do if you like any tutorial, new Phantasy Star, one-off fun time videos. And of course, if you want to come and hang out and play with me on Ship 1, you can do so. Come on over to twitch.tv/PonyShow, link below in the description, and on screen right now, where you can come, hop on over, and we can have some fun time jumping on the ship. And one of these days, we all gonna jump, and the ship gonna capsize. We gonna do it. So, with that, I'm out of here. Let me know in the comment, what are you guys buying, and what would you recommend? And with that, I will see you all in the comments.